All right, man. So, like I said, I'm gonna start using this to vent. I'm finna go ahead and upload the video. But the video I'm talking about now, y'all should be seeing that before y'all see this one right here. This is something I'm finna use as a healthier form of therapy, in a sense, opposed to self-medicating with alcohol or whatever the case may be, you know. And like I said, my thing is this: I want people to be able to feel like they're not alone in this world. You know what I mean? And for me, like on a day-to-day basis, bro, honestly, truth be told, and I mean this to the core, I feel alone majority of the time in this world. Out of 24 hours of a day, the hours that I'm not asleep, majority of that time is spent, you know, feeling alone, because I never have anybody that I can actually, you know, talk to on a consistent basis, and that gets the way I think, that kind of in a sense gets life. It's like this life, the world we live in now, it caters to the lazy, it caters to the weak, it caters to the incompetent. It's like my man ET say, nowadays you get points just for showing up opposed to actually performing, right? So you will get a championship just because you sat on the bench. You didn't do nothing to contribute to that championship. You never played, you never did nothing in practice that actually, you know, made your team better. You was lucky enough to be on a championship team, and you got a ring for doing absolutely squat. And that's the world we live in now. It's like everybody gets points for showing up. So even if you had a job, right, as long as you're showing up on time and you're not stealing time from your job, you get points for showing up, not points based off of what you're actually doing to better the company. Are you hitting sales? Are you hitting all these things? And you get points just for showing up, which I don't understand that. I'm the type of person that if I show up, I'm gonna show out. I'm gonna do whatever I can do to whatever team I'm with. You know, regardless if the overall success of the team. If I gotta do what I gotta do to be a team player, I'm willing to do that. But everybody can't really grasp that concept. But like I was saying, sorry about that. But it's like I'm gonna do whatever I can do to make this team a success. You know, if I gotta come out there and if I gotta play 48 minutes, you know, for us to win a game, I'm willing to do that. You know, that's because that's the type of, I take pride in whatever I do, regardless of whether I'm being paid for it, regardless of how much I'm being paid for. If I actually took my time to do it, I'm actually do it to the highest of my capabilities. But the frustrating part is that for the vast majority of the people that you're around, if you're the type of person, like if you like-minded like me, and a lot of people won't, I know you're gonna have a lot of people that watch these videos and be like, that, yeah, you know, man, I agree with whatever you're saying, that's me. And the harsh reality of it is not the vast majority. The most people that I've ever had conversations with, the ones who said I'm this, the ones who said I'm that, they were the ones who was the complete opposite of whatever they were saying. My thing is this, right? A lot of times I observe, you know, a person's actions. So you don't have to really say certain things to me. I see your actions and I can pretty much, you know, kind of can put two and two together and say, okay, cool, this guy, this woman is like this, right? But if you got somebody who come to you saying, yeah, man, and the only reason why I'm doing this is because, you know, you guys that's watching these videos, you're not able to see me on my day-to-day life, as far as work, as far as whatever I'm doing, right? So when I tell you this, I'm not just speaking blindly. Whenever I say things, I actually mean things to the heart. Now, sometimes the delivery of it might come off a little, you know, misconstrued, but for the most part, everything I say, I mean to the heart. You know, I really do, truth be told. So, you know, like, so I'm not, this ain't no, you know, like my man Gangster, this ain't no cappity cap. This is me just being me, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying, I want people to be able to feel relatable. I want people to watch my videos and say, hey, man, you know, I felt just like this the other day, man. Hey, I wanted to go home and, you know, drank a fifth of Remy because my day was so bad and I just feel like I have nobody to vent to, or I want to go pop a whole bottle of pills, or, you know, I want to go smoke a pound of marijuana, or, you know, I want to go snort coke, or whatever the hell it is you do, you know what I mean? And it's like, we got to try to find healthier options than that. I've been through the phase of not being able to feel like I can escape this world in a sense. So I had to escape my environment, put it that way. I would say that, you know, the last part I said kind of just came off a little screwed up in a sense, but I would say my environment, right? I was in a toxic environment to the point to where it was like, at the time I didn't have a car, I didn't have an apartment. So the only way I was able to escape, because I was never able to escape physically because of those things. So I was only able to escape mentally. And how did I escape mentally? By self-soothing, drinking alcohol a lot. Obviously, I don't have an addictive personality, so it never became an addiction, but it became a way that I can cope with everyday life in the environment I was in. And it's like this, since I've been out of that environment, man, I haven't even been drinking like, you know, I was drinking all them years, just because I wasn't, you know, nothing is pushing me in that direction, you know. But, you know, I just kind of had to vent with y'all, man. Like this is what I'm excited for this channel, because I got a lot of things that I want to do. And this channel is kind of like what I want to do with my life in a sense. I want to be the person that people are able to relate to. Like the guys that like in the future you hear me speak on these names. 50 Cent, Mike Tyson, Kobe Bryant, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, you know, some other guy, Eric Thomas, Charleston White, you know, regardless of the antics, but you know, a lot of these guys was able to change my perspective on life. And I feel like if you can change a person's perspective on life, you will be able to, you can potentially change that person's life, but you would live on forever in spirit form, right? You know, Pac been dead for over 20 some years, but still he lives on through his interviews or through the actions of people who actually listen to him or watch his interviews. The same thing with Nip. Nip hasn't been gone for 20 years, of course, but for the time Nip has been gone, he's still here, not in the physical, but in the spiritual. And that's what it's all about, being able to help the next people, the next generation. And the thing about this is that this is for people. I don't want nobody, because like you might hear me say things in the future as far as like, you know, pertaining to, you know, African Americans or blacks or whatever the case may be, but I don't want nobody to think that this is a channel that's against, you know, this, that, and the third. Like, no, this is a channel for everybody, you know, whether you black, white, Mexican, whether you tall, short, you skinny, you know, big bones. I don't want to say, you know, the other word, you know what I mean? But this is a channel that this is a channel where anybody can come and watch my videos, and I don't want nobody to ever feel out of place. So certain things, even if I feel a certain way about certain things, I still got to kind of hold off on saying that, because I never want to offend nobody, regardless of, you know, if you know, regardless of whatever the situation is. I don't ever want to, you know, offend nobody, especially if, you know, I don't really mean it like that, but I know a lot of times the way things are said and the delivery of things can be, you know, received in a different manner. But, you know, and this actually just made me feel good. Like, I was just pissed off, honestly, real talk. Like, I was really pissed off. I didn't have nobody to talk to. And what I did was go find my camera and, you know, talk to you guys. So, you know, man, I'm excited for the things that's coming with this channel, man. But, I'll holler at y'all later, man. Thank y'all for being here for me. For everybody who's eventually going to be watching, you know, look forward to the future with you guys, man. I'm out.